back, everyone, here to our second best of one of the day here for groups. It's going to be Knights Academy going up against Team Aftermath. I'm excited to see how this matchup is going to play out here on Haven, Sparky, because you already saw this matchup a couple weeks ago.
I mean, yeah, we didn't see exactly on this map,
No,
but
not on this
Knights
map. No.
Academy, yeah, Knights Academy versus Aftermath. They did face up in the Knights Weekly Circuit number 2, and they played a best of 3. Both maps went 13-7 in the favor of Knights Academy. So we have a little bit of maybe a redemption story here from Aftermath. Can they beat the team that knocked them out of that Knights Weekly a couple weeks ago, or are they just going to fall again? We are going to be heading back to Haven for this one, Camel. So I'm excited to see. I mean, we saw some crazy stuff from the last matchup, right? Some crazy reads from both sides, some whiff shots, some great shots. So I'm hoping that this exact matchup is going to be something amazing like that one.
It looks like we should be getting into Agent Select right about now if all the players did, in fact, join up. On VLR, only shows 4 people for Knights Academy. Don't know who the 5th player is. Wasn't able to watch the previous game. They did get 313, though, by Team Wreckerers. So I'm wondering if they're just playing 4v5, Sparky. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they do get this 5th player on their team. I don't know who it is, but as soon as we figure it out, we'll let you know. But regardless, team what they will be rocking with is Exalt, Riku, Adder, Pure VNS. We'll see if Leak is there. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. Looks like we are heading in to Agent Select here, and it's going to be this Dat Spla for the 5th player. I don't know who that is.
Well, I know Knights is one of the orgs that does accounts that have these kind of crazy names, like Creeper on the Beat. I know is one for the main team, so this is probably also going to be an account that's just meant to hide the name while they do trials and stuff like that. But we are going to be heading to Haven. Very different in terms of the compositions, right? No more Neon is on the table, at least for this matchup. We're going to have pretty standard, I think, across the board. Breach Sky for the attacking side of Knights with a KJ instead of the Cypher for this one. And on the other side, Evade coming back out, and no Jet or Chamber on the table. No real op potential across the board as well as I know of. The only person who maybe could pick that one up is Kip. But overall, Raze instead of a Jet for the Duelist. Very, very strange composition. Or I guess not strange across the board, but definitely not something that we see all the time, since Haven is just such a good map for oppers.
Yeah, for sure. And fortunately, though, we do see Thom on the Fade. And I think last time around in that Haven game we saw previously, the Fade was really good at like denying those op users and forcing them to reposition earlier on in the round they probably want to. So we'll see if that does become a factor later on in this game if Knights Academy do decide to go that op route on defense. But for the time being, it will be a bit of a default here for Knights Academy. Looks like they're going to have Adder potentially on a lurk through Garage, try to find some success there, but going to be a 4-man stack through A long, already creating space with a TP as well, trying to fish out some utility from Aftermath.
All right, restack over towards A side. Nate's gonna be spotted, but the turret's there to back him up, and Knights Academy looking to go through the front door.
We're gonna run right in. Thom in a whole world of trouble. He has no idea, but now he will. Exalt will add on to it. But Nate still in front. Sham as well, doing a ton of work to deny this plant so far. It's a 3v3, still hectic on the site, chaos ensuing, but it's in favor of Knights Academy. They'll have a 3v2, and the heal from Sky is gonna be big here as well.
Going for the retake, but Knights are the ones to clean up. Knights pushing into the sites, dropping the first initial kills with some shots going sideways, but Aftermath, unfortunately, not able to play off of each other well enough in order to draw the crosshair. Knights Academy taking the first round for themselves as they look get themselves a bonus round. So far, nothing too crazy, nothing some crazy reads or anything here, Camel. Just straight up aggression from Knights Academy working out.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to see a save here for Aftermath. Not expecting too much here, but I love this idea. Stacking through B. Try to be proactive on these eco rounds. At least try to get something going for yourself. Even if it's just 1 or 2 kills, at least it's damage done to the opposing team. The people come out. It'll be good for 1. Nate, a second. And Aftermath, already finding 2 kills. Decent so far. The TP away for Kip. He's elusive and quick to make his way back over to the C site. But again, Sparky, good damage for Aftermath overall.
Still winnable, although health bars
Oh,
are low. Kip with a sick one tap to take out Riku. That's going to draw
good
the
timing.
attention.
Drop down. Champ's gonna fall. Kip tried for it. There may have been a chance there with the timing there, but no.
Still very good economy damage. 300 in the pocket as Knights were able to get that spike plant at the very end. But 3 guns going down. 2,000 credits off the back end. Again,
Ow.
nice shot from Kip there. Just a clean head tap to take off that Jet's head. But Knights Academy, I mean, they're still able to win out that round. They still have enough in order to buy up into the next. It looks like they're going to reinvest. All 3 players who did drop are going to buy up towards those rifles. They want this 3rd round here, Camel.
Absolutely. We're gonna look for it. You see a very aggressive play for Churro. Good damage on towards Riku, taking down to basically 1 HP. He needs a sky heal. See if Churro's gonna allow that. Looks like we'll be getting healed over time, so it'll be okay. Riku should be healed up back to full. But again, aggression is the name of the game for Knights Academy. Already working through this A long. It's been where a lot of this offense has started in a massive scout there, spots 3.
Yeah, Knights are gonna find that information, back off. Nothing too fast so far. There is still Nate with those Killjoy setups over towards that C site, but C hit on the table, C split as Exalt is going to be the forward force for this one.
Be a gut-wrenching play here. These mollies, really good job slowing things down.
Ooh.
The dash is a bit of a flub, but still, be a push. Riku good for 1. Yep, though, denying, surviving, thriving here in the C site. Exalt now hunkered down. Prowler won't spot him out, but they see the headpiece. They take him down. The Bulldog, massive for Kip. It's a 4v2. Spike isn't down. It's going to be tough for Knights Academy to scrape together this round.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, everything's just being watched by aftermath. They have the read on where everyone is, and it's only Riku with 34 HP in the dream. I mean, he does have the spike, could definitely go towards that A site in order to get that spike down, but with low time, like, he's just going to fish for a kill first, going for the win.
10 seconds
Yeah,
left.
aftermath already over on this B site, everything being covered. Thom to get the kill, and Knights, after the reinvestment, aren't able to convert the round, but more importantly, they weren't even able to get a whole lot of damage there, Camel. Only 1 player from aftermath going down, as well as some armor on a couple other players. But Knights, yeah, typically a bonus that 3rd round is going to actually be a save on this 4th, since Knights bought up to those rifles in that 3rd round.
Yeah, it was just a little awkward. I mean, Riku dashed in towards Adder. It kind of looked like he just was not in enough space to get it off in time, so that meant that he didn't really have everyone on site all firing. So a little unfortunate there, but still, it will be 2-1. Aftermath clawing back there with that 3rd round win. We'll see what Knights Academy can do to try and stave off this momentum shifting ability. Aftermath have tried to accrue after that 1st round victory. Bit of a timing game here, but the spike is in through Garage. And again, Knights Academy playing off of a bit of utility, playing off each other's contact. Let's see if that kill goes the way of Riku, and he falls asleep at the wheel, but still, B site should be an option for Knights Academy if they want to go for it.
I was gonna buy some time, but so far it looks like B site hit is going to be on the table. Just
Oh.
getting pushed.
Riku almost gets the timing. Nate's got to be careful as well. Has a lot of players in front of him. He doesn't know it yet. The spike will go down for Knights Academy. Let's see how they can play this retake out. Prowler's going to be good. Now Aftermath will maneuver themselves back into the site. That splat will be good for 1, taking down Nate with the Spectre in hand. Kip's in trouble through Garage. They'll be taken down by Pure VNS. Knights Academy doing a great job at withholding the pressure, dealing with Aftermath very, very nicely. It's a 4v3. Scout will be used as well, finds out the fade, and Thom in trouble. He's going to play out of the smoke. Satchel's ready. Exalt in a really good spot. See the crossfire. It's really, really good, though, for Tom and Tro with those Vandals in hand. Dat Splat is in a great spot. It's a 2v2. Jam takes down Dat Splat. Pure VNS is a 1v1. He's got the time. He's got 10 bullets. He doesn't need them. Champ, we'll go for the tap. It's all a bait. It's all a bait and switch with Pure VNS. He's got the pistol as well if he needs it. The Sheriff's going to come out. And it's easy. Knights Academy buy enough time. And Champ doesn't even save the rifle. A thrifty round win. Huge for Knights Academy.
Knights Academy with the pistol investment into the round, play towards that B site, and I love the decision to not just go play for spam, which it feels like so many other teams do when you only have those pistols. They play for the sites, they take the fights close where that Sheriff will do a 1-tap to the head, and they find the shots in the end. Knights Academy A nice little thrifty on the back end to get themselves at a 3-1 scoreline. Aftermath still going to invest into this round. Rifles across the board. Kip has a sheriff, but I mean, we've seen this guy before, right? He's having some crazy shots.
Feeling it. We'll see if he can continue have that success, but for the time being, Knights Academy will push into this KJ utility. I don't know it yet. See what Nate can do. He's smoked off. Mollies will be issued. Again, you're playing for the retake, and lockdown will be initiated here. Kip will look for a TP play. Couldn't find anything, but good intel regardless. This lockdown will force away these Knights Academy players, but they're still finding success. They deal with it, and they destroy the lockdown with that breach utility, and now it's going to be a 5v4. But Churro and Sham looking decent here on the retake. It's good shots from Riku, but not good enough. And Aftermath, they put it right back onto Knights Academy's head. It's a 1v3 for Adder. What can he do? When he's stunned, not much. Kip will get the defuse, and Aftermath turn up the heat.
There's so much chaos there from that retake scenario. The initial lockdown being popped by Aftermath, not really expecting the breach Aftershock to be able to take it out, even with placing it a little bit off center, but just in that chaos, taking the fights, not letting Knights Academy get a little bit too comfortable on the site itself with that post-plant scenario. Aftermath, they're able to convert the rounds, and well, Knights Academy, they're back to pistols here, Cam. We've done some crazy stuff with them, but let's see if they can do it again. So far, lots of aggression from Knights, just running into sites, and they're gonna, at least for now, do a little bit of a rinse and repeat. Head a lot of those players over towards the A site. Now the KJ, and still there, still utility across the board, but definitely could at least get that spike down if they wanted to.
Back mid. Raj, smokes here to play off of here. Batter shifts his way forward. Fault line will be used. A great prowl will spot a handful. Thom will find two because of it. Riku with a good trade takes down Churro. The opposite side of things, it's a 4v3 in favor of Aftermath, and the KJ still on top of A, so this will deny the rotation, or at least mean it's going to be a little bit slower for Knights Academy. Getting over here, it's a 3v1, no rotations yet from Aftermath, but they should come soon. So the Mollies will be primed. Riku will set himself up. Back of A site here, dashing away through sewers. Spike is down. I wonder if they're going to play for the Rolling Thunder here and just try to buy time. What do you think?
He already has it out. Looks like they want to secure this round for themselves. But you can already see the adaptation from Knights. They know that Rolling Thunder is available. They're playing off site for it.
Middle's popped. Exalt has the Rolling Thunder of his own. If he spots it now, he'll catch four. They're going to let it rip. Off of Riku. They'll use the Blaze Storm. A great combination in tandem with one another. It results in Riku with a 4K. Probably good for 3 as a prowl, but he's in a 2v1. Another thrifty round win for Knights Academy on the board right here, right now. The flash is turned. Exalt doesn't give a damn. And he takes off the head of Fade. Thom will drop. A thrifty round. Back-to-back thrifties. What's going on?
You know, at this point, I think Knights Academy should just play with Sheriffs. I mean, they've just been absolutely dominating some of these rounds without I mean, to be fair, Riku does go crazy with the knives. It's a 4K off the back end. That's not a Sheriff, but still, these thrifties from Knights Academy have just been crazy. These head taps that they're still able to find. Aftermath so far have not been able to keep up with. Well, and this economy is just whack. It's just the other team saving after saving after saving. This aggressive push from Aftermath, at least for now, it's not going to catch anyone out. It's going to force Knights Academy to go over towards that A side where currently there's not a single player from afterMath Esports.
Move the KJ utility over in towards B. And now it's going to be a bit of a role reversal here. Aftermath going to be looking to attack towards Knights Academy, who have already sanitized and cleared away the A site. They'll take it for their own. Look for the plant. Adder is in a really good spot here. Waiting for his moment to strike. All about the timing here for Adder. Spike is down. Waiting for it. Armbot's triggered, but doesn't spot him. That's massive. He'll look for the shots. He gets two. Before finally being traded back. Thom is the one who gets it, but again, that splat. Just too good. Too easy, too consistent. And Knights Academy get 5 rounds because of it.
Yeah, great play there from Knights Academy. Just some consistent stuff. You get pushed over towards C. You cross your T's, dot your I's, head over towards that A site. Make sure you're not cut out by anything crazy off the back end. Knights Academy, 5-2 so far. But now we have rifles in every single person's hands here, Cam. Well, it's been a while since this happened.
Yeah.
It was all the way at round 3. I believe that was pretty much the last time this has happened. So now we're finally going to see firepower versus firepower. Ultimates on the board, at least mostly for Knights Academy. That lockdown can do some crazy stuff. And talk about crazy. Adder at least is finding some crazy shots. Dom's going to trade him out, but 4v4 across the board. Now it's a push onto the C site where all the KJ utility is.
In two for the Nate against the world here. There is a breach moving over as well. Flash for flash. Pure VNS will be able to find one. Exalt moves his way in along with the rest of the team. Cham, though, is able to find the sky, takes down the head of one, and now it's a 2v2. Out of the flash goes Riku. It's a trade back. Now it's going to be breach on breach, mono e mono, as the two brawl for control of C. Cham will rotate back over through garage. Is this expected, anticipated from Knights Academy? It's a 5-2 edge right now for Knights Academy. If they win this one, massive influx.
They switch bots. They switch.
He's got time, Sparky, too. He can just go to A. This is so smart.
Yeah. Oh, man. He's walking, too, because they have no idea where the other person is now. Thinking that the breach is over towards the garage area. Going to be able to get the spike plant. This isn't the most ideal position when it comes to the post plant. He can play towards short. He could play towards heaven, but
oh, man.
Actually going to be the flank from Cham. They're going to meet up way sooner.
Does he expect this? It's timing. And Cham wins out. That is so big brain. I mean, I don't even know. That's just classy.
I don't think Exalt expect him to be there. Honestly,
No.
if I was Exalt, I wouldn't expect Cham to be there that fast. Just throughout the entire thing. Maybe that's just a timing thing, but Cham with a quick readjustment right at the perfect time will be able to get aftermath their third on the gun versus gun round. But man, that came down to the wire. Knights Academy, a lot of money in their pocket. They'll still be able to buy up. In terms of the economy game, it actually was Knights winning out that round, even though they lost it officially just because it got down to the wire. And now there's 3 ultimates on the side of Knights. They have so much in terms of resources in order to win this round and get themselves that edge that they didn't have in the last one.
Massive prowl. Spots 4. It's a ton of info for aftermath to play off of. That's what the fade provides, especially if you know the lineups. You can really get a lot of value. Juro went out of the smoke. They don't know it yet. Oh, spray to check. Again, more utility being burned here for aftermath. Knights Academy have been known to play off of this. Just look for rotations, look for different ideas. But again, 4 players stacked on A. Knights Academy looking to push into this. And I mean, you have a rotation. I mean, you could just look to leave this entirely.
Here.
Aftermath have to be careful, though. They're playing on a 4 stack, but they're pretty spread out and playing pretty far up for that 4 stack. So if anyone gets caught out, that could be just a free pick and then a rotation off the back end. Yeah, there goes Churro. There's a push here from Knights. They want the site itself.
Just want to go for it all. Will try his damnness to stop this onslaught, this monsoon of aggression occurring for Knights Academy. Cham will get one before finally being disposed of. Tossed on the A site. 3v1 and aftermath. See what Nate can do if he has any magic in him with the Spectre in hand. Spike will go down. But in the 3v1, a daunting, difficult task here for aftermath.
Yeah, not a whole lot left. Has to check every single angle. No info. Well, everyone from Knights Academy has an angle to be checked. Nate, 1 versus 3. Not a whole lot left on the table. Ooh. Nice damage at least, but I mean, this should, with time running though, this should only be damage.
See what he can do. Got the bikini bottom skin rocking. Unfortunately, there's no time. He's flashed and taken down. Exalt. Textbook breach there. Nothing you can do about that one. 2 will remain alive, and 3 ultimates still available for Knights Academy to pivot off of. And again, you mentioned it. They were spread out. They got picked off one by one, and that was what resulted in that easy A site take.
Yeah, they had some crossfire set up, but when you play a 4 stack so far up towards short, towards long, it's not really as congested as the sites. The utility is still going to be able to clear you out, do the damage that it needs to make those fights unfair for the attackers. So Knights Academy going to get themselves that round for themselves, keep their economy pretty healthy. As you said, go into this next round with quite a few resources. Didn't use anything in terms of the ultimates, maybe just the Sky one off the back end, but Knights Academy looking to play a little bit more spread out this time. Aggression here from aftermath towards the A site. Turret gonna spot it out though, and they're still at her. It's been so good on these shots in order to defend.
He's the target, and nobody is even close to be the player in Garage, but Adder, really good off angle here to play with. It's all about the timing. It's all about the space. There's the flash. He'll scurry away. They'll hustle back over towards B, throw some mollies as well, but now they know an exorbitant amount of players are in this area. Pure VNS in a really ratty off angle. They don't expect it. Thom is dead. One more on the table. Churro can't lose with that pistol in hand. A demon with it. Easy pistol with Pure VNS. Adder will drop down, and a 4v2 somehow, some way. Looks like Nate will be destroyed with ammo. The 3v3 regardless, but how this round is looking decent for aftermath if they can get back on the site, but again, there's a rolling thunder still available with no time though. It's gonna be tough. The crossfire is there for that. Blah! And Exalt will find the last kill. Easy there for the Sky and the Breach. The initiators close it out there for 7.
Yeah, great adaptation there from Knights Academy as well. The biggest thing about planting on the B side is that a flank just destroys most of the teams on B, but you saw as Adder was holding that flank when the flash came through and he's pushed off the angle. The rest of the Knights members were exploring towards that A link side, getting themselves space, getting themselves control so they can have an easy post plant afterwards. Great stuff from Knights. 7-3, Knights Academy. The driver's seat for this one. 2 rounds left of this half, and still not a whole lot in terms of ultimate usage as we've seen the last couple rounds. They've been building up. Well, only 2 rounds to use them. And considering everyone has one in the server here, Camel, I think it's about to get crazy. Ultimate in order to get more towards A long with the push, it's towards C.
Yep. Now, the lockdown available, this could be an idea. It looks like the timing's there for Adder. And he gets the kill. And he knows what the lockdown is well. He can use the molly to get rid of it, or the aftershock. They have so many ideas for it, and they get rid of it. It's gone. Spike is down. It's planted for long. They're making their way out of dodge. They have a player over towards long to watch the flank. They have 2 players on site, 3 or 4 actually now. And this lockdown doing its due diligence. Churro and Thom, though, somehow get kills. They're peeking out for these angles. They want these fights. Lockdown's destroyed for the attacking side of Knights Academy, and the Fatal will be issued as well, though. Spike's still ticking away. Riku's got to get some value. He can't. Thom, just too good, too energetic, looking for these fights, looking for these kills. Pure VNS in a 1v3 can do nothing but watch as his team crumbles before his very eyes. And aftermath will pick together their 4th round.
Oh, clean retake. 6 seconds left on this defuse as well. Aftermath through all the crazy. I talked about, the ultimates that were going to be used in this round. Well, we saw 2 breach ultimates, 2 lockdowns, a fade ultimate as well. I mean, this everything thrown at this round, but aftermath is going to be the ones to come out on top, get themselves their 4th. Now it's a fight for the last round. So far, Knights going pretty aggressive. The back end of things, just using their aggression in order to force themselves onto these sites. Aftermath trying to keep up. AJ Util has done a lot for them in order to hold. Now it looks like Knights are going to go back towards this A site. The place Aftermath love to go aggressive on. Thom might be in a pickle here.
Dinked 1. Goes through the wall, unfortunately for Thom. He's now gonna have to re-entry. That's just Valorant. That's just Valorant for you right there. Can't be mad. It's better athlete right there.
Oh, Adder? They know.
Finds the kill, and now B site's a target. And they can go to this. And Adder, he's got a ton of value here on the site. He'll use the molly to create some more separation. Now Churro. Find the timing on this KJ. Adder comes down. Churro good for 1. He wants more. The swift, easy play for Churro. The timing is there. And now you're in the 2v4. Showstopper will be issued. There's the shot for Churro. Goes wide. Dat Splat comes in, gets the kill onto the Rays. With the spikes being stuck. And Thom doesn't give a damn about what these attackers think. 5 rounds here for Aftermath. Bring together that half as it was getting really, really rough for the start of it, but they were able to bring it back.
Oh, man. Just off the back end, just the aggression there from Adder, maybe costing him a little bit in that last round. But so far, this half has really been back and forth, Camel. I mean, we saw so many thrifties, so many rounds where The players just didn't have the guns, but were able to convert with the headshots anyway. Oh man, this shot
so
is
stupid. So stupid.
That's the spray of the gun, man. He should have just, Riku's jet. He shouldn't have been able to die there. He should have just dashed away. Predicted the shot. Come on, of course.
Easy.
Either way.
I gotta ask you. Because now we get to see Raze on attack. Now we get to see Churro on attack. Because there's no jet on this team. You mentioned the jet. There's no jet now to deal with. You have this boom bot to clear space. There's a trade though. Knights Academy already getting started. 4v3, very quick pistol round. How do you think the Raze will differ from the jet in terms of overall sight taking ability? What do you think?
Well, I mean, considering the jet is still alive, I think, he might be a little bit better. But, Raze is just, it's really awkward on this map because the boombot's good for clearing stuff like short, like garage. But outside of that, there's such long angles, it's easily killed before it can actually clear a whole lot of stuff. So, it's going to be awkward. Let's see how exactly that Raze util can be used, or whether that, those double satchels are really going to make the difference. Either way, aftermath here. Looking to go over towards that C site. Does have the Fade lurking towards A, but the KJ is still around, so all that util's up. Sewers, at least, is going to be covered. But long is open. Curious to see how far Gthom goes here, because hasn't been spotted out. Okay, his teammates are going to get spotted out the moment they get past that. And yeah, now Adder might actually not suspect Gthom going this aggressive.
They do exchange a couple of bullets. Now we know there's at least one player's closer. That Prowl could be massive. It's destroyed. Heads up play there by Knights Academy. Don't want to deal with that. Prowler's available. Fault line will be issued as well. A treasure trove of utility inside of this back site. Kip will spot out one. Adder will go down, and again, you're forced off of the site due to this aftershock, and now you're walking into the meat grinder, you're walking into the crossfire, and this is exactly what aftermath want, and they bulldoze down Knights Academy. Pick up that very, very imperative pistol round win.
Oh, poor Adder, dude. He got blinded once, and then I think there was like a breach aftershock in there, and then right when he gets unblind, he gets omen blinded off the back end again. He was just sitting in a corner fearing for his life the entire time. And aftermath getting the pick onto Adder after that with a good crossfire to just get themselves that pistol round, despite being in such a disadvantageous position. Aftermath looking to get themselves to 7 to tie this one up, and they have the gun power in order to do this. Knights, they're going the aggressive for this one.
Makes sense.
Oh,
Exalt will find the kill. I really have no idea what this visual glitch is, but I love it. I'm all for it. Exalt feeling himself there with the pistol, and now you're moving continuously inside. Spectre in hand of Cham.
Oh.
And he goes massive. He wants a 4K. Riku darting away to safety. Quick, like a gazelle, moving it back towards long, but he's got to be careful. 2 members right up on him. You have a KJ with the lurk, and Knights Academy have somehow made this a 2v2 situation. What can Riku do? The answer is nothing, as Kip with the Bulldog will be able to find the kill, and now A-Site seems to be the target, and he's coming here. They do.
Oh.
Yep. Such intuition, such expertise finds the head of the KJ.
Yeah, Kip's just smarter. He just knows. I mean, I personally would have gone for the spike plant, but Kip, understanding that maybe the KJ is going to lurk and flank throughout that entire thing. Crazy stuff from the man. Aftermath are tying it up. They did lose quite a bit in that past round in terms of that economy. It looks like they're not going to do what Knights Academy did. They're just going to save this one. Pistol, sheriff's in hand. See if they can get some damage across the board. Riku, the Jet, going to pick up the operator on the 3rd round of this game. No armor in his pocket. See if he can actually find the value that he needs, because so far no one is heading his way. Aftermath looking to go towards a C site.
He's so massive. Crossfire's decent, but a little timid. Spikes back over towards long, over through C. And again, it may make sense. You're at a disadvantage here with the pistol. I wonder if that's going to be the signal to probably use a Prowler through garage. They're actually just going to use this full force. They have a blind. Doesn't catch anything. Adder will be able to find one. There's the peek out for pure PNS. He's in a 1v1 altercation, and he finds the kill onto Churro, even through the blind. He does not give a damn. And now it's a 4v2. There are Vandals in garage. I think that's what Nate wants. Trying to go for some sort of gun to recuperate this round. But again, you're already at a disadvantage. Smokes are going to be layered through garage. Spike is available for Aftermath, but there's just nowhere to go.
Gun here.
One enemy remaining.
Blind. Oh, that
Wait, did he collab? It didn't
I
show
know it wasn't a
the-
collab. It
no.
was 2 bullets and he shot 2 people, but it was just so sudden that I thought it was the collateral. But I Knights Academy, I love the read there that, you know, aftermath, they don't have much in terms of gun power. Let's go towards garage. It's where our guns are going to be best in that close quarter scenario. But Knights, knowing that they stack the crossfire there, they peek off of each other. Yeah, right through the blind, right through the smoke. Knights, your VNS is going to get to a very clean round from Knights across the board. Riku didn't really see a whole lot of action, but that just means he gets to keep his operator into the next round and buy up some armor this time. And now this is where aftermath decides to push him, and he's ready for it, but that's not.
Oh, Kip's just built different. Clearly, he just absolutely annihilates both players in A long. And I mean, I don't think Aftermath would expect another 4-stack on A, but they're looking to go a little bit slower. They do have this turret behind them to watch out for the flank, and now they'll know somebody is on their 6 here. So again, Spike will be planted. Cham in a really ratty position. We'll see if he gets checked out, but a 5v3 looking very decent here for Aftermath, and see if Cham find any success here on this angle. That smoke will deny it, so we won't have any vision here.
3 kills.
Ace?
Kip well, he's got 3. Pure VNS shuts it down. But again, you still have, Casticus. You still have this all-inspiring crossfire to deal with. Pure VNS in trouble, taken down by Nate. Spike is already down. Adder in essentially a 1v3. Look at one dink, but you're using the fan, buddy. So you've already lost. Unlucky there. Vandal diff right there. If you have the Vandal, who knows? Maybe he gets the 3K. Maybe you win.
Oh man, I mean the entire round, the 2 early picks from Kip, just a nice tap across the board, really to open up that ace side. And I want to gas this guy up because I actually did work with him back when I was coaching Exotic. He has some crazy shots and crazy good mental, might I add. He's always really upbeat. And I gotta say, just watching him play here today, he's hitting some crazy shots, man. He really opened up that last round and made sure that Aftermath were able to get an 8-8 scoreline. So now Aftermath looking to run over towards the C. So far, no utility off the back end. It's only Adder with a Sheriff. Everything else to cover the other sites. And this is the freest site you've ever seen in your entire lives. Spike will go down. There is a double flank from Knights Academy, but still way too far away from having the impact that it needs. There's already Nate looking to watch the backside, possibly going for a flank here.
I mean, good 1-for-1. That's going to be in favor of Knights Academy because now you have a Vandal on the flank here. There's no flank watch to deal with anything. The jump in from Dat Splat, he will be spotted, taken down by Cham. Riku though with the blades. You know what he can do with these. Go for the defuse. Won't be spotted. Has the cross here with Exalt. You can just stick this. There's no contest. There's nothing to deal with it. He's got it.
You got it.
I mean, that's
clean.
That's just unfortunate. I mean, that's just really, I think, just unfortunate. I don't know. Tell me, like, what do you think was the problem then?
I mean, Aftermath, they push into garage. They actually get a good initial pick, but Spike isn't planted for garage there. It's planted for long, and since Nate does go down, wasn't able to get the spray transfer onto the second, and no one was there to back him up. Aftermath just weren't there for where the spike was planted. Knights Academy taking advantage of the situation in order to get themselves that 9th round. And now Riku back on this operator. I want to see these crazy shots from this guy when you invest, you know, that gun into this game. And now it's a rinse and repeat back towards the C site. But now Knights have money and they have utility to defend.
Knights have money. Now those paint shells will force away Hatter. Again, Boombot clearing away sight. The Prowler clearing away sight. Spike will be planted, it looks like, for long. And Aftermath are done. They've said, all right, our job's done, and we can now get off the site if we so choose. Adult will be popped as well. Lockdown is initiated for Knights Academy. And Ariku on this retake with the operator looking solid so far, is able to find that first kill into Churro. This is going to force a disengage from Aftermath. This lockdown, great to deny time.
Okay.
Out there. Think another one. Phantom Menace. Exalt will drop down. Probably good for another. 3v2. Nate, though, on this flank. Could be the difference maker here, and he will! The shot through the wall. Shot so crispy. The Colonel would be honored, Nate. 2 remain alive for Aftermath. Knights Academy, unfortunate there. Losing that 9th round.
Yeah, Nate the backstab in the end. You saw at the beginning of that retake, Adder was actually watching for him, but Nate was just able to find the timing, and the rest of the team able to provide the distraction for Nate to be that backstab. Aftermath Esports, they get that 9-9 score line, and they win the economy game as well. It's back to Sheriffs here for the Knights now. Not a whole lot in their pocket, not a whole lot of that utility. Aftermath definitely looking to favor the other side of the map, but unfortunately the shots do not favor Adder. Ines going on the aggressive again, but no one's just able to land the shots that they need to. Aftermath still looking healthy.
Unfortunate whiff there for Adder. He's going to be kicking himself for that one, but still plenty of time here for Knights Academy. We've seen comebacks before. We've seen changes in momentum on a dime. So we'll see what can happen here as Aftermath. Same play as before. We'll go for the plant on C. But again, you plant for long. Now, everything being covered, everything being hawked over. Yeah, you have a rolling thunder, but you're on pistol, Sparky. It doesn't really seem like they want to even contest for this round. They're just going to go for some exits, potentially. It's going to be tough.
I mean, it's all up to this flank. If the flank can find the kills, they might be able to actually go for the retake.
Flash is there. Prowler will be destroyed. Nate in a good spot. Will swing off the contact. You have to imagine Riku, though, will find one kill. Exalt finds a second for themselves. And the 3v1, Thom, great reposition, great held angle. Will find a Riku because of it. 10-9 here, and decent damage. 2 kills there on that save. And this is where Knights Academy really have to make sure they don't lose control of these sites so quickly, because it seems like even on the buy-up rounds, Knights Academy were struggling to deal with Aftermath.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the C site, the side of the map. Knights Academy definitely don't look like they've been able to hold C very easily. And even on these retakes, it does either get close or it's been working out pretty well for Aftermath. So far, it looks like they're going to go for something different, sending that KJ over towards the A site with some aggression towards C. But Aftermath, they're going to be wanting to switch it up, some aggression towards mid here, where not a single player from Knights Academy currently is. And that means that they're going to have to check all of this. They have no clue what's happening. It looks like Aftermath, eventually, they're just going to head back towards the C site.
Spotted Riku, or at least they spotted a player. They don't know exactly who it is, but they know at least one player's on C. But again, you see the space being created for Aftermath. One player extremely far in through Garage. That could be a timing. It looks like they're going to play off of that. And if Shuro finds this kill in Garage, that could be the rotation to go to B and go to A. A lot of ideas here for Aftermath.
Knights Academy know that Garage was taken, and this angle was actually one of the easiest reclears ever if you just flash it, but it looks like Knights aren't going to go for it. All this noise towards that A site looks like they might get the rotation, and Shuro actually might get the timing that you want. Aftermath, you're going pretty slow, though, not able to get up onto the site in time. That means Knights Academy are already going to be rotated over. 30 seconds left, and maybe some hesitation here from Aftermath.
They have 27 seconds. I mean, they have to make a move. They have to make a decision here on where they want to go. Lockdown will be used to fake A. They don't expect Pure VNS to be here, but he has a ton of information. Now they know exactly it's a rotation. It's not going to be A. Now Churro has this rocket available, has the showstopper, takes down Riku. Pop goes the Weasel. You have 10 seconds to get on the site. They should have plenty of time here. The play will go down for Kip. 11th round on the line here. Churro looking for the spray. It's unfortunate. He's got the Whiffington's disease. And it's spreading. It's a 3v3. Spike is down, and 2 players off the site, 1 in Garage.
For spam. Nate, the big player here. Can he find the timing again?
And they have to fight on 2 fronts. It makes it difficult for Exalt. Cham needs 1 bullet right between the eyes. 11th round for Aftermath, and now Knights Academy. They got to start sweating a little bit, because this buy is going to be a little bit of a Walmart buy. You're not getting too much out of this one, and it's looking really difficult. They're going to have to play for OT.
Yeah, I mean, Aftermath so far, I thought it was hesitation. Maybe it was a little bit, but it still worked out well for them, just going towards every single place. Pure VNS on the smokes actually had the timing, but wasn't able to convert enough kills. And Aftermath, even with the low time, were able to get the spike down. And Knights Academy just not knowing where the other team is going. Aftermath gets towards 11. No aggressive push here. Again, it's back towards the C site, the site that,
wow.
I mean, frankly, it's just not been able to be held. It's not been able to be retaken every single time. Aftermath, it just looks so much better than Knights when it comes to this side of the map.
down in aftermath. They know the gun disadvantage. They know that they can just completely run over the map. They find 2 kills. Riku's on the site, but let's see what he can do. The answer is nothing. Kip takes his head off, and now it's a 5v2. Spike is down. 2 players are locked up in B. I don't know what Adder can really do in this situation. Takes 1, looks for 2, tries to settle down, will end up falling. BNS, nothing he can do there. Sure with the 3K. Those eco frags getting closer to that showstopper again. 12-9 here for Knights Academy. They'll have an Omen TP to play with. They'll have this timeout here. Keith going to try to calm his players down and get them in the right mindset, because right now you need 3 really solid rounds of Valorant. And the answer is, how can you deal with the pressure from C? What else do they need to worry about?
I mean, frankly, I think this timeout was a little bit too late. I mean, they've lost round after round on that C site. Even the rounds that they like, the one round that they didn't, it got so close. Like, Knights Academy so far need to make up 3 rounds worth, but really just make up some hold on that C side of the map. Aftermath have been having their way, and Knights haven't been able to do really anything because of it. Now, 18 seconds left to talk their team through it.
I have a question when we talk these 15 seconds out. So you mentioned it was like too late. When do you think it's like an okay time to call a timeout? Because for me, when I would play like volleyball or something, it would always be like, if you're down 4 or 5 points in a set to 25, that's when you take the timeout. You say, guys, let's reset. For you in Valorant as a coach, when are you taking that timeout? When are you saying to your players, guys, let's reset, let's figure this out before it gets to this type of situation?
I mean, I think it should have been done like probably like 2 rounds ago. It's just the thing with Valorant is that from now on you can't make a single mistake once you're on match point. And if you can at least have a little bit of that time earlier on to talk to your team to get themselves a couple of rounds, I mean, the huge mental difference just from a little bit of a break and talking things through can really be huge. In a minute's time, that's really all you can do. But so far, Knight's gonna go for something a little bit more aggressive. Aggression towards that A. Looks like it's trying to be a fake, but in the end, it's going to be just a spike going over their full site on the table. But Knight's still going for this flank, and there's no utility to actually cover this. It just has to be a player from aftermath.
Stop watching it. Adder's concealed in the smoke. Yep, will go for the plant. So I wonder if they'll now check the flank here. Looks like that's what Nate will do. The timing, not in his favor. Dat Splat comes in, takes the kill. We'll use the scout as well for more info, more utility, more options here as Pure BNS playing alongside Adder. They'll find the crossfire, and now it's a 4v2. Everything looking good here for Knights Academy. Where's the response from Cham? It's only 1 kill. Knights Academy, they come out with a very clean retake, and that's what we need to see, especially over towards A, but also C, because that's been where the struggles have had. That's been where they've had struggles, is that C site.
Yeah, it really has been. Aftermath, I think after that timeout, they were thinking that Knights are going to do some crazy stack towards that C site, make sure they can shore up that side of the map, and that's why they decided to go over towards that A. But Knights have shown they were just playing towards mid. They were playing towards that aggression. They're able to get it when it came to that A site. Question about what aftermath does here, because yeah, that C site has really been working for them, and I've seen teams do this a lot where they think that that timeout is going to have a bigger impact than it does, and they psych themselves out into going to the stronger side of the map here from aftermath. Looks like it's back towards this A aggression still. Knights are going to push down into mid, at least kill that alarm bot. Always there. Maybe try and get past it, but still lots of control here towards mid from Knights.
Need 1 round. Timing for Kip. Be taken down. Doesn't expect Riku to be that far forward, though. Nate trying to get things going. Almost had the flicker onto Riku, but the dash is easy for the Knights duelist. And now it's a 4v3. You have the lockdown to play with. You have the Seekers already flying out. Spike will go down for Cham. But again, you're forcing these players off the site with the lockdown. They're going to be forced into a tiny cubby. They do want to stay on the site, but it's almost a death sentence here. Knights Academy, a man advantage. They will destroy the lockdown with the aftershock that play there, and the Rolling Thunder will be issued as well, trying to look for any sort of stalling power to get these players off of the site, because all they have to do is Just stall for enough time. You just have to get this crossfire just the right time. That Splab will fly out. He's taken down. Riku's gone as well. Churro and Tom have done a great job at holding things together. But can they continue? Can they be the glue guys to really lay this down and give them the 13th round? That will be good for one. Sham is there in front. Sham finds two. He gets the double he needs to win the game. And aftermath, after the dust settles, gained that 13th round win and dispose of Knights Academy 13-10. A very close game, but I think, like you said, that timeout just a little bit too late. Potentially, if it comes a little sooner, who knows if more adaptations are made. Let's just go with that.
Oh man, I still love that kill. I mean, Knights, they played they played a pretty good game. It was just towards the end that they faltered towards that C side of the map. And again, once you get to that 12 match point scoreline, I mean, one mistake when it came to that A side really is what can make the difference between a win and not a win. So congrats to afterMath Esports. I mean, they were able to take this a win against Knights